So we finally got our first look at the haunting. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and you know exactly what time it is. It's time to talk about the sequel to the greatest event that ever hit Verdansk, and that, of course, is the haunting. Tonight, we're going to discuss everything you will be seeing throughout this event. So sit down, grab a blanket, keep those lights on, because your deepest, darkest nightmares are about to come to life. The first, of course, is the addition of the Scream Operator. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. We have it for a limited time. Scream gets his own operator bundle. This will be your opportunity to not only play as Ghostface, but for the first time ever, the killer will actually have his own voice lines. Unlike Billy the Puppet and other characters, you actually get to hear his voice. So be ready, because this bundle comes not only with the skin, it also comes with the iconic Violent End finishing move. Comes with the cordless phone, weapon charm, the Crazy Hours watch, an animated emblem and calling card, and 3 amazing legendary weapon blueprints. The 2 ranged weapon blueprints come, of course, with tracer fire, and of course, there's the Ghost Blade, where it is truly the knife modeled after Ghostface's signature weapon. So later on in the haunting, we will be seeing the tracer pack, Donnie Darko, also for limited time. For those of you who don't know who Donnie Darko is, he gave the world a truly psychological thriller right after being turned into a 21st century, impressing an independent film festival and developing into a cult classic following after its 2001 release. The Haunting is going to be bringing this film's mysterious rabbit into both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone, although it won't drop tomorrow. You won't have to wait 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds to get it. In fact, we have an official date. This bundle will drop on October 24th across both games. The countdown to the end of the world begins, as you will have the Frank the Rabbit operator skin, included within this bundle for Baker, is here to celebrate. Within this new skin comes the finishing move that fans of the film will know all too well, almost as if it was a premonition of things to come. We are of course talking about the Sky is Falling finishing move, where any operator, including this new skin, can cause an unfortunate accident for those stupid enough to turn their backs. This bundle is also going to feature 4 epic rarity items, a weapon charm, a calling card, an emblem, and a watch. You also get 3 legendary weapon blueprints, 1 sniper, 1 SMG, and 1 AR. All of these weapon blueprints come with purple electric tracer fire and other shocking effects that may be useful in getting into your enemy's head. Now you would think these are only the bundles we will be seeing, but that is only the beginning. We now turn to the next bundle, that of course being the Tracer Pack Necro Queen Reactive Mastercraft. This skin for Port Nova brings the undead queen out in her. Comes with a reactive mastercraft known as the Void Monster AR blueprint, which many of you have already seen is pretty much the living dead gun. So be ready, because this bundle could help you rule life, death, and anything in between. Now this next bundle, rather than just describe it, I was lucky enough to get it, so why don't I just show it to you? For those of you who were able to use the exploit while it was active, I give you the Disciple of Mayhem Ultra Skin Bundle. This beauty was 2,400 COD points. And of course, came with the ultimate skin for Weaver. The perfect zombie skin. Just take a look. Unleash a reign of terror with this skin. And what's better yet is the challenges that you can use to not only unlock a new skin, but to earn 300 COD points in the process. And it's very, very simple, because you end up learning the XP for your weapons, your COD points back, and the best one yet, the Disciple of the Dark Ether. This is the epitome of zombies. What's better yet is the weapons that you get your hands on. First off, a classic AK-7 for you, the Sudden Mayhem. As you can see, all the attachments on screen. What's better yet, orange tracer fire, fire dismemberment, and fire elemental damage in zombies. To top it all off, all of these weapons carry the same tracers, the same dismemberment, and the same elemental damage. The next weapon, of course, is a fire, the Turbulent Mayhem. All of the attachments, not half bad. Definitely needs some changes, but definitely a good place to start. The next weapon, of course, well, who says you don't want to use an RPD? The Controlled Mayhem. All three of these weapons are something else. You also get the Jack-o'-lantern Epic Charm, but that is not what gets everyone's attention. It's the finishing move. Just watch. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Klaus has returned from the Dark Ether, from beyond the grave. That is, if the dead count when it comes to robots. He not only comes as a finishing move, but in a second, I will show you something else that comes with that. We also have the Face of Mayhem, epic animated emblem, the well-connected calling card, and as I said before, take a look. He comes as your companion, as your guide. And honestly, this bundle is quite possibly the best among them all. But that is not the last bundle. The next bundle, of course, is for Maxis. This one actually drops on Halloween, the Tracer Pack Lumens Maxis Ultra Bundle. Be ready to light up the night and day with an ultra rarity Lumen skin for Maxis. What's better yet is this comes with 3 legendary weapon blueprints with bright electric tracer fire. But that's not the only skin. We have another one. This one, of course, belongs to Naga. And that, of course, is the Tracer Pack Ghost of War Ultra Skin for 2,400 COD points. On second thought, let me put it this way. If you pre-order Vanguard, this bundle is yours. Free. No payments. No nothing. For those of you who didn't pre-order, 2,400 COD points. And this comes with the Ghost of War Ultra Operator skin. It also happens to drop with the Ghost Sword Krieg 6, the Ghost March Bullfrog, the Ghost Bellow Street Sweeper, the Underworld Watch, which is actually a functional minimap, the Warhorse Legendary Vehicle skin, the Undead Warrior Vehicle Horn, the Shot Down Epic Finishing Move, and lastly, the Warmonger Epic Emblem. Now remember what I said. Those of you who pre-order Vanguard, you get this on October 22nd for free. For those of you who didn't pre-order, sadly, you will have to spend 2,400 God points. And with that being said, let's talk about the event itself. So just like previous events, there are going to be 2 sets of 9 challenges. 1 set for Warzone and 1 for Black Ops Cold War. 19 total items, such as weapon blueprints, to earn. In addition to rewards earned for completing each challenge, The Haunting offers a major bonus for finishing all 9 challenges in either game. And that, of course, is the new SMG, the LAPA. This range prototype, in which case only 1 was ever made in real life, will test your opponents from a distance. Its attachments leave plenty of room for investigation on how high it can fit into the meta. But on its own, it's a high damage but slow firing SMG with solid control and decent range. Now, it's worth noting that alongside the limited time Scream Operator bundle, you're also going to see a bundle for the new SMG. The Haunting will also drop tomorrow the Terrible End bundle, which contains the Abnormality weapon blueprint, the first blueprint for this new weapon. This gives you an opportunity to try this weapon before it's unlocked and provides a different starting point for earning attachments after unlocking the base weapon. But remember, you'll need to unlock the base version of the weapon to level it up and to earn camo challenges. So now we move forward. It's time to talk about Warzone. So many of you will remember Zombie Royale, a fan-favorite mode that we all came to know and love. This time around, things are a little different. Insert the limited time mode, the Ghosts of Verdansk. So the Ghosts of Verdansk is not for the faint of heart, but those who want to set aside traditional competition. For a true test of resolve amid fear, this limited time mode, available only during The Haunting, is a thrilling battle royale experience. You will find that familiar voice will also guide you and your squad through this mode. But he may not be the most helpful or friendly face behind the radio. Now you're wondering, how are they going to top the zombies from last year? Well, in this particular mode, death will not send you to the gulag. Instead, operators come back as ghosts after being eliminated for the first time. It's worth noting, ghosts have no weapons, but possess some supernatural abilities that you will find familiar. Among these, we will find the return of the super jump. Ghosts will be able to charge up and leap through the air to cover serious ground because ghosts have no body. Their lightweight allows them to float and glide following the jump, or a drop from any distance. You'll also be able to teleport, albeit with a slower cooldown. Ghosts can teleport a short distance to help instantly close gaps between them and the living. They can even teleport right through them and appear behind their would-be target. You also have the Spectral Blast. Think of this like a stun grenade, but more potent. It has the ability to stun and slow down your operators and disable vehicles completely. In terms of dealing damage, ghosts can only swipe at their operators until they are dead, at which point, just like last year, they will drop a soul. For the price of 3 souls, a ghost can immediately come back as an original operator, dropping in from above after the soul exchange occurs. Now remember this, a ghost can respawn one other way, with what's called a horrifying finishing move. Performing this move will keep a soul so pure and intact that it will automatically respawn you. Just beware that when you do this move, it can and will be interrupted by fellow squad mates. All players outside of squad modes can be attacked by ghosts, but they do have a safe space to take solace in, called Sacred Ground, marked by a glowing blue circle and beam of light, as well as an icon on the minimap. These areas are protected by supernatural magic that prevents ghosts from crossing over. However, ghosts can damage the area by throwing their bodies at it, and if they ram themselves into it enough times, they can destroy said plot of sacred ground. What's more interesting is that this mode is based in fear. The ghost of Verdansk is going to introduce a new meter known as Fear, located at the bottom left portion of the HUD. This meter ranges from 0 to 100 points, and every operator starts as a fearless warrior with 0 points of fear. Should that meter reach 50, your operator may start to experience hallucinations that can mess with your mind. Overcome them, and you'll hear a short piece of music and heavy breathing, followed by a drop in your fear level. If your meter reaches 100, well, that's up to you to find out. Fear increases naturally over time when the following events happen: being shot at, being hit by enemy equipment, or having their kill streaks in the area. Believe it or not, sitting in a corner, camping, in their words, cowardice, increases your fear. Seeing dead bodies or ghosts also will increase your fear, and having your squad mates downed or eliminated. Now, outside of experiencing hallucinations, fear can be decreased by doing the following: eliminating a player or ghost, reviving a squad mate, completing a contract, or remaining within sacred ground so long as it remains intact. Keep your fear in check and ensure one of your squad mates is left as an operator, and you may walk away as the victor among the dead. Now the big question. What will we see for modes in Black Ops? Well, ladies and gentlemen, when Christmas time rolled around, we saw Christmas Nuketown. Well, the classic Black Ops map receives a new Halloween makeover, just in time for spooky season. Whether you play the limited time modes of your squad's usual foray into team death, domination, and others, Nuketown Halloween is temporarily a hallowed haven for the haunting. Note the shift from day to night, the pumpkin face clock, and the many themed decoration and props littering the grounds, which you might want to familiarize yourself with before diving into the new limited time mode. Players can also call in for a short time scare packages instead of the normal care packages. Now you would think this is the only mode we will be seeing, but that is from the truth. We will be seeing a classic mode returned and turned even more sinister. Infected. Just in time for the dead to rise again. 18 players enter. And the zombie team attempts to turn all undead. The remaining players, you know how this goes. Survive. Win if you beat the clock, or the zombies win if they turn every survivor. In a new twist, survivors will earn a bonus with each zombie they kill. Specifically, bonuses to reload speed, ADS speed, movement speed, and slide speed. Another thing we will be seeing, Prop Hunt Halloween. This new themed prop hunt will see player-controlled skulls, jack-o'-lanterns, black cats, bats, skeletons, and more. Try to hide from the hunters, of course, in the Nuketown Halloween map. Now, some of you are wondering, will we get a new mode? Well, ask, and you shall receive. Introducing Scream Deathmatch. In this brand new mode, 2 players will each become Ghostface with a single mission. Find and eliminate all survivors. The survivors have no weapons, so it's best to find a nice little hiding place and try and survive the mayhem. Throughout the match, screams of the survivors will give away their position as the killers get closer and closer on their locations. The end game is like any other good horror film. The killers slash up every survivor, or a final brave soul grows a pair, rises above all to defeat the evildoers. So some of you on zombies are probably wondering, what are you in for? Well, zombies fans have already received Forsaken, but now a new challenge awaits you in the form of Outbreak. All Hallows Eve Outbreak. You need to survive for 10 minutes and exfiltrate from a single region. Your squad even gets to choose between 2 random regions before infiltration. And what gets better? There's a world event that can give you a massive boost to your loadouts. The trick to surviving? Every 2 minutes, the difficulty of the region will increase, meaning more zombies, increasing both in quantity and difficulty. Will roll in and increase in health. When the 10-minute time limit is reached, the exfil point will spawn at the farthest possible point from the squad, and the maximum number of zombies will have full awareness of your position. Also, that world event, you think it's gonna be easy? It's the Order, the hulking monstrosity that can wipe you with just a single flick of his wrist. This is why the haunting challenge for this mode is called You'll Never Get Out Alive. You need to be able to pull this off as an elite Requiem agent to exfil successfully. But if you do, that legendary weapon charm and mountain of XP will be worth it. This mode is also a beautiful opportunity to harvest any remaining Ethereum crystals you need to max out your skill tiers in zombies. In addition to Hallows Eve Outbreak, the scare packages containing, of course, high-value rewards will spawn every 5 rounds in the round-based maps. And in every Outbreak region, zombies will have a small chance of dropping the new jack-o'-lantern item for additional rewards, including, of course, the wonder weapons, support weapons, ammo mods, chalices, ether tools, and high-level armor. But beware, things things may not always be as they seem. Treyarch is also changing up the in-game music with some fun Halloween tunes. And enemies with pumpkin heads will appear in all zombie modes. These weak points have low health and can be shot off for bonus points. Aim high and rack up the essence. So what comes after? Because let's face it, Halloween won't last forever. On November 2nd, we are looking, of course, at the hammer and sickle. The might of the hammer and sickle, God help you. The set of tools can be dual-wielded. It deals more damage than the Sai, the previous season's melee weapon, than reward. But is a bit slower handling in exchange. Are you ready to defeat your enemies with communism? And be ready, because tick-tock goes the clock. As Vanguard gets closer, be ready, because we are less than a month away from launch. Those who did not pre-order, consider earning your rewards in Season 6 Battle Pass. All these items will become available in Vanguard, Warzone, and Black Ops Cold War. There might be one more bundle of surprises in store for those who pre-order Vanguard before its release, but that intel will be dropped later. But for now, prepare to face your fears and what lurks in the shadows. And with that being said, that is all that I have for you tonight. Don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What are you looking forward to most in this event? Should I use this voice changer more often? And with that being said, you have a wonderful day, night. Whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. To be perfectly honest, you know what? I've always wanted to do this. Fetch me their souls.
Get them to hit that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers.
15.
What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.